me tell y'all about 1111 Courtyard Lane. Now, this house is one of the oldest houses in Willow Creek. This is the McTavish house, passed down from one McTavish to the next. And this time, after Ruth McTavish passed away, it was passed down to Jackson McTavish. Fresh out of college, he moved to Willow Creek so he can live in his grandparents' home, only to find out that his grandfather converted the house into an apartment complex. There was a 2-bedroom apartment upstairs and a 2-bedroom apartment downstairs. But that didn't discourage Jack too much. He was going to restore the house to the memories, to the home essence that made the McTavish house one of the best houses in Willow Creek. However, he needed money. And fresh out of college, Jack ain't had no money. So he decided he was just going to go ahead and rent the remaining 3 rooms until he raised enough money to renovate the house. So the first person he reached out to was an old college buddy of his by the name of Karen Hansen. Now, he always seen Karen as a friend, but Karen saw him as something more than a friend. Karen comes from money and is very independent. She don't need to roommate with nobody and do not need to share an apartment. Karen has so much money she can buy her own home. But because Jack asked, she said yes. And so that left the 2 rooms remaining, the ones upstairs, because Karen wasn't going to rent one of the rooms upstairs. She wanted the room directly across from Jack. Jack reached out to 2 of his elementary school buddies. The first one was Kruger. Now, Kruger identifies as a woman, and Kruger don't go by Kruger no more. Kruger go by Rue. Okay? So you better not call her Kruger no more. That was her birth name, but that ain't who she is. Now, Rue went to college with Jackson, went to high school with Jackson, middle school, and elementary. So Rue has been knowing Jack for a very long time. And often when Rue would visit Willow Creek, she would always stop by to visit Jack's grandparents. And Jack's grandparents always had nothing but love for Rue. So it stood to reason when Rue finally expressed who she truly was and her parents rejected her, Willow Creek was the place for her to go. And when she found out that Jack inherited the house, the McTavish house, she reached out, and sure enough, he had a vacancy for her to rent. Now, of course, she knew that when she was coming to Willow Creek, her friend Rainn was coming to Willow Creek. And so she reached out to Jack and was like, yo, do you got another room? Because Rainn is coming to Willow Creek too. And Jack was like, yes, as a matter of fact, I have 1 more room left. So phone calls was made. And before you know it, Rainn was in the loop. Now, Rainn was already here in Willow Creek. She was staying with her aunt. But things was not working out for Rainn. So Rainn was looking for her another place. She reached out to Jack and it was like, Jack, Rue told me that you had a room for rent. And I'm just, curious if I could rent the room. And Jack was like, you didn't even have to ask, girl. You see, Rue and Rainn are like thick as thieves. They're like sisters. They grew up together. Rainn was the first person that Rue confided in and came out to. And listen, if you got somebody in your life that you love so much and you know that they love you to the point where you can be yourself and go to them and be honest without judgment, baby, they's a keeper. They's a keeper. Rue know this and Rainn knows it. So y'all just gonna have to stick around. Y'all gonna have to, stay tuned. Cause it is some stuff going on. Cause we got Jack like Rainn. Rainn like Jack, but she ain't really confessing to it yet. because, she just fresh into it. And you know how it is when girls like, I don't like him, but they really do. Yeah, that's right. And then you got Karen. Now, Karen, she liked Jack. And when she found out that Rainn was moving in, she kind of got a little attitude because she don't like Rainn. And she know that Jack like Rainn because Jack only see Karen as a friend. So he's always confiding in her about Rainn. And when he found out that Rainn was moving in, he was super excited. And that really got Karen mad. So let's see what's going on, because I'm telling you right now, there's some stuff stirring up. And now that he is back on 1111 Courtyard Lane, who knows what's getting ready to happen. Oh, check this out. Okay, so we got Karen watching TV. But this right here, this is Bob Pancake right here. Now, this is Jack's summertime, winter break, spring break friend. Anytime Jack would visit his grandparents, Bob was the person he was hanging out with. It was Bob and Jack, Jack and Bob. Now, Bob is originally from Willow Creek. He was born and raised in Willow Creek. And as a matter of fact, he purchased the home that he grew up in. And now him and his wife, who is also at the door, Aliza, I think it's Aliza, they have their first child. And they're raising their family in his home. So he come to the house. He like, okay, I'm getting ready to welcome the neighbors, because he know this was an apartment complex. Didn't even realize that Jack was in the house. So he all is super excited, and they catching up, and he talking about all the things that he been through. He's like, yo, yeah, like this is my wife right here. We got a baby. And, I didn't even know. He's like, yeah, I found out my grandpa had turned this into an apartment, but I'm getting ready to fix this up. I'm getting ready to do this and do that, and I'm getting ready to restore it back to its former glory. So they decided to go in the back, because Bob told Jack, he was like, did you know your grandpa like created this card table gazebo in the backyard? Yeah, for your grandma. She used to play cards and stuff with her friends, like canasta and I don't know, all them other games. And so they go outside and they talking, they catching up. Now, Bob don't know Rainn, but Bob know of Rainn, because again, Jack like Rainn. And so Jack would talk to Bob and would tell Bob about Rainn. So it's kind of, he like, oh, so you staying here now? She's like, yeah, I really like it. And, it's a beautiful house. And, Jack grew up with his grandparents, not living with them, but visiting them occasionally. But Rainn didn't really come around. She's not like Rue. Like Rue would actually come over when Jack wasn't even there. That's how close Rue was with Jack's grandparents. But Rainn was just kind of like, she was the friend that grew up with everybody, but wasn't close to everybody like that. But Jack always wanted her to be close, if you catch my drift. Look at Karen. Look at her over there. She done walked her butt outside. Ain't no seats over there. It's 4 chairs, and thank you. Go and sit down in the seat over there. I'm trying to talk about the 4 people at the table. Go and sit down now. Ain't nobody talking to you. That's Karen. That's what she do. Oh my gosh, she's so annoying sometimes. So they talking, and Bob telling him about how him and Karen, got together, and they got their baby, and how he just purchased the house, that he grew up in. And then, Jack talking about, Rainn, and Rainn talking about how they knew each other and how they grew up and went to college, and how they all kind of came back full circle. And so they playing their little hand and cards and stuff like that, just enjoying themselves. Look at that. Oh, look, that's nice. That's nice. Karen off to the side, but don't nobody care, because Karen, she got a little nasty attitude, because, Rainn in the house now. But Karen, you gonna fall in love with somebody. It just ain't gonna be Jack. I'm just telling you that right now. It ain't gonna be Jack. Anyway, so they talking, they having their little conversation. Bob walks away, and he like, okay, come on, Lisa, let's go. Let them settle in and stuff. So she like telling them like, it's nice. Welcome to the neighborhood. Hope I get to see y'all some other time. Don't worry about it. If y'all need anything, let me know. And he was like, yeah, I'm good. I'm just trying to build the house. If you want to help, come on over and help. I can cook some food. And then here she go, Karen, coming over there talking. So they in the house, and Rainn wanted to say something to Jack and was like, nah. And then she was going to come back. And then that's when Rue was like, you better say something, girl. You better say something. So she decided to wait. She going to wait. She going to come and wait. Let him come out. Let him come out the kitchen. And I'm just going to talk to him and see if we can kind of hang out later. Just the two of us, you know. Because she feeling him. But she don't want to admit to it fully. So he come out the kitchen. And she's like, hey, how you doing? He's like, hey, you know, what's going on? I see you still down here. And she's like, yeah, I just wanted to talk to you for a second. Now, Karen in the kitchen ear hustling. She's like, okay, I see what she trying to do. So she get all upset and decides she gonna come through and then tell her, excuse me, can you leave? You're in my apartment. I don't want you in here. And so she's like, So she leave and she like standing in the hallway because she's a little upset. She's like, wait a minute, what just happened? So she trying to talk to Jack. And I'm just telling you right now, this ain't gonna happen. I'm telling you this right now. This is not gonna happen. He don't like you the way you think he like you, girl. Y'all friends. Look at that. Look, this is the time when she had went to the bathroom. This is before she got kicked out the house. Look, that's her right there. She waited till she went to the bathroom and tried to get all up in Jack's face. And she, let's see, look, let me put this up for you. See, I could put things up. Oh, look at that. I'm so sweet. And Jack was like, yeah, excuse me, I'm going to the bathroom. So he get up and walk away. And she's still standing there. And I'm just telling you this right now, sweetheart. Jack don't want you. Jack like beautiful, intelligent, independent women. Beautiful, intelligent, independent women. But Jack like cake. And you don't have cake, sweetheart. Now, Rainn got cake. Rainn got a lot of cake. So y'all both beautiful, smart, and intelligent women. Beautiful, intelligent, and independent women. And you outgoing. But you ain't got cake. You ain't got cake. I'm telling you that right now. You ain't got no cake. Okay, so this is what we got going on here now. So there go Rue upstairs in their apartment, jamming as she always do. She love jamming, boy. She love it. She like music because she wants to be an artist. And Rainn come upstairs because she was like, okay, I got to talk to somebody because, you know, I'm pissed, you know, because that girl got something to say. Every time I turn around, she got something to say. So they start talking. And Rue like, you know, if you like him, why don't you just say you like him? And she like, well, I mean, I like him. Like, we friends. Like, we are friends. And she was like, girl, let me tell you something right now. If you want him to be your man, you got to get in there. And you got to let him know, I want you to be my man. Like, right now. Like, cut in here. Like, take me and, you know, stuff like that. And she like, oh, okay. Well, I'm just saying, I'm letting you know. There are other people out there who want him. And if you don't let him know that you want him, then he gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna move on. She like, you think so? And she's like, yes. Hold on, let me check my text message. Okay. Yes, girl. Like I said, if you don't let him know that you like him, he gonna want to move on because he gonna get tired of waiting. She's like, well, I ain't trying to string him along. She's like, yes, you is. And she's like, listen, you in the house with him. Why don't you just tell him? Talk to him, girl. Talk to him. Shoot. She's like, you think I should? And she's like, yeah. She's like, hold on a second. Let me check my messages. No, I don't want to. What? Girl, hold on. Let me check my messages too because I got my boo calling me and always texting me. Did he cash out me my rent money? He better. Anyway, girl, like I was saying, I don't know what I should do because just talk to him and let him know. Hold on, I'm just still checking my messages. Talk to him and let him know, okay? Because I know you like him. I do. I know you do. See, you talking all that mess and you trying to play hard. I'm not trying to play hard again. Yes, you are. Girl, listen, tell him how you feel, okay? Before you find out and it's going to be too late. Shoot, because he already like you. You know he like you. I don't know what you scared for. All right, just talk to him. She like, okay, okay. So they just shooting the shit. They talking for a while, and then they get to talking about some other stuff, and then she get to asking Rue about who she like, and Rue like, right now, I don't know, I'm just looking, I had this guy, and she's like, oh, girl, you gotta get you somebody too, because we need to do double date. And she's like, yeah, I know, but still, I'm not trying to rush it. Like, you have somebody you like you, and me, I'm just waiting. I need to wait. And she's like, girl, you don't need to wait. And she's like, yes, I do. Listen, I'm not finna put myself out there for nothing. So time passed, y'all. And some time that has passed. And then they still talking. They still talking. Talking. And then, who pops up but Jack? Oh my gosh. So he pop up. They still talking. Look at them. They've been talking for hours. This is what friendships is, y'all. They just talk for hours. They talking. And Jack, he come in, he sit down, he joined the conversation. And then Rue was just like, just like, well, I guess, I'm just going to go ahead and head to bed. And Rainn like, no, you ain't got to. She's like, yeah, because I think, the two of y'all could like talk. So I'm just going to go ahead and talk to y'all some other time. It's okay. I'll talk to y'all later. All right, Jack, you have a good night. Rainn, have a good night. And don't forget to talk to me tomorrow about what happened. And she's like, girl, so they talking. And then Jack decided he want to sit close, and Rainn was just like, ooh. So they talking, they shooting the shit, and he's like, yeah, so, thanks again for coming. Like, you really helping me out. She's just like, oh, no, you helping me out, because, I needed a place to stay. And he was like, yeah, and she was like, you charging me rent, so it's not like I'm helping you like that. And he was like, no, don't worry about it. I'm charging you, but I'm not charging you the same price as everybody else. Like, you got a discount. And she's like, oh, really? He was like, yeah, girl, I got you. Don't worry about it. She's like, oh, that's so sweet, Jack. But, I don't think that's right. I don't think that's fair. We all tenants. So, and he was just like, listen, girl, this is my house. I can charge whatever I want to charge. And she's like, oh, okay. Well, I'm just saying, I really appreciate it. Because, so they go on, and Jack, he was like really feeling her, but she wasn't ready for all of that just yet. So, of course, he had to go downstairs because he could not sleep. Okay. Because he was making tents in the bed, if you catch my drift. So he had to go downstairs in the basement and do a little exercise. He had to work off all that excess energy. So he working out. He trying to get rid of it. Like, I gotta give her juices. Because she make him hot and heavy, baby. Because like I said, he like cake. Okay? He like cake. So here we are the next day, Rue sitting in the chair watching Rainn cook breakfast, and she asking a question. So tell me what happened last night. Rainn like, ain't nothing happened last night. She was like, I know something happened last night. Rainn was like, girl, we just talked, and then I went to bed and he went to bed. And she was like, well, y'all was talking for a long time. And she was like, yeah, well, me and you was talking for a long time too. And Rue was like, but our talking is different from y'all talking. So what y'all talk about? So Rainn act like she don't want to say nothing. And she's like, okay, you don't want to say nothing? That's fine. And then Rainn was like, well, and then here come Karen. So she gonna walk up and she's like, I heard you and Jack hung out last night. Rainn was like, why you in my refrigerator? And Karen's like, I just want to know, did you guys enjoy yourself last night? Like, what did you guys talk about? And Rainn was like, I'm not getting ready to share nothing with you. And then Rue was like, yeah, she didn't even tell me what they was talking about. So she walked past. Karen decided to go sit in the dining room. And Karen was just like, well, I just wanted to know, nothing, I don't have any issues. I just wanted to see what you guys were doing last night. So Rainn get up and she like, you know what? I got to go to work. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Hold up. Wait a minute. Where are they going? Rainn looked tired, but she's still getting ready. Are they getting in the... They're getting in the hot tub, y'all. They getting in the hot tub. Ooh, wee. Nothing happened, Rainn. That's what you were saying, ain't nothing happened? Ooh, wait. Y'all gonna have to stay tuned, because it look like some stuff is going down at 1111 Courtyard Lane, baby. Woo!